Hello everyone, Ron here from RJJ's Reactions, and I am here with a viewer request from Alina. Thank you very much, Alina. It is for the artist Jassin, and the song, and my pronunciation will be terrible, I'll apologize in advance, is Wann, trennt, euch. Or in English, I think it means when are you separating. I printed some English lyrics here to help me out. I have done some reactions already to Jassin. I will put a link in the description to my playlist for him if you want to go and see all of my reactions in one place. That's the way to do it. I will also put a link in the description to his channel so you can go there and check everything out on his channel. At the very least, hit the subscribe button. It helps channels a lot, and I really do encourage you to go to the artists and support them, of course. I hope you'll hit the subscribe on my channel too. Thank you very much to those of you who've taken a moment to push that button, and also to everyone who's liked videos, commented, sent information. I read all of your original messages and answer as many as I possibly can. Now, I'm not putting all suggestions on the regular list now because it is just super long, so I am putting some but not all. If you want to make sure you get your request, check in the description, use one of the donation methods, and let me know what you want me to react to, of course. And if you have a shout out name you prefer, let me know that too. Was there something else I was going to mention? No, I don't think so. I think we're all ready to go here. I got this niggling thing in the back of my head. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Thank you to everyone who shared videos as well. That helps bring new people to the channel. All right, let's go. Jassin live. When are you separating? I'm going with English here.
Mama, ich seh, dass sich was ändert. Du gehst nach der Arbeit nicht mehr Fahrrad fahren. Und du gehst viel früher schlafen. Bist trotzdem immer müde am Tag. Ja, ich seh, dass sich was verändert. Ja, nicht seit ein paar Tagen, locker schon seit nem Jahr. Ja. Wir machen nichts mehr zu dritt. Du fährst mit mir zum Elternsprechtag. Er nimmt mich zu Herzen mit. Abendessen immer stille, immer angespannt. Sobald ich in meinem
Okay, I'm going to back up, almost start all over again, and then it's a fairly short song, so I'll just let it go to the end and stop again. I always like Jassin's voice. It's very vulnerable here. You know, it's a great tone as well, but you can feel the vulnerability, especially just his voice and the keys here. Okay, let's back up and go again. We got some other instruments here, but right now it's keys and him.
Trotzdem immer müde am Tag. Ja, ich seh, dass sich was verändert. Ja, nicht seit ein paar Tagen, locker schon seit nem Jahr. Ja. Wir machen nichts mehr zu dritt. Du fährst mit mir zum Elternsprechtag. Er nimmt mich zu Herzen mit. Abendessen immer stille, immer angespannt. Sobald ich in meinem Zimmer bin, schreit ihr euch an. Ja, da hat sich was geändert. Keine Liebe, ich glaub, dass das hier bald endet. Mama, wann trennt ihr euch? Ja, die Liebe ist so lang schon so weit weg von euch. Je mehr ihr schreit, desto weiter bin ich weg von euch.
Love the strings.
Wenn du mich lieb hast, dann trennt ihr euch. Ja, dann trennt ihr euch. Mama, wann trennt ihr euch? Ja, die Liebe ist so lang schon so weit weg von euch. Je mehr ihr schreit, desto weiter bin ich weg von euch. Wenn du mich lieb hast, dann trennt ihr euch. Mama, das ist doch kein Zuhause. Ihr streitet, er geht vor die Tür und lässt er die Stille hier. Ja, du weißt, wir müssen raus hier. Sag mir nicht, ihr kriegt das hin, dass das vorbei ist, das sieht jedes Kind. Und es war auch mal anders, ich erinnere mich dran. Jetzt fühl ich mich betrogen, als du wieder seine Hand. Ich will nicht, dass du's versuchst, nicht, dass du's für mich tust. Keine Liebe, nein, das hier wird nicht mehr gut. Mama, wann trennt ihr euch? Ja, die Liebe ist so lang schon so weit weg von euch. Je mehr ihr schreit, desto weiter bin ich weg von euch. Wenn du mich lieb hast, dann trennt ihr euch. Und du sagst, mein Kind, es ist nicht so einfach. Wenn er weg ist, dann sind wir beide ganz allein. Vielleicht schaff ich das nicht. Ich sag, wir haben uns beide. Mama, reicht das nicht? Mama, reicht das nicht? Ich will nicht, dass du weinst. Wein, Papa, nie. Ich will nicht, dass du weinst. Sag mir, wein, Papa, nie. Ich Ich will nicht, dass du weinst, warum weint Papa nie? Mama, wann trennt ihr euch? Ja, die Liebe ist so lang schon so weit weg von euch. Je mehr ihr schreit, desto weiter bin ich weg von euch. Wenn ihr mich lieb habt, dann trennt ihr euch.
Sorry, I'm just going to listen to that again.
Wenn ihr mich lieb habt, dann trennt ihr euch.
Yeah, okay. I think that was the title. Words sliding together, so like I say, I never got to study German in school. They didn't have German when I was, well, I mean, it existed in the world. I'm not quite that old, but they didn't have it in my school. Let's put it that way. Um, yeah, very, very heartfelt. Like I say, his voice was extremely vulnerable, and as I'm looking through the lyrics, you understand why. Beautiful voice, though, and of course, with the keys all the way through it at the beginning, just the keys and his voice, and then the strings and everything coming in. Beautifully, beautifully done. I'll just read some of the lyrics. I thought, as we were going through, I thought I should have read some earlier, but I said I wasn't going to stop again. So here we go. Mom, I see that something is changing. You don't go cycling after work anymore, and you go to sleep much earlier, but you're still tired during the day. Yes, I see that things are changing. Yes, not for a few days, easily for a year. The three of us don't do anything anymore. You go to the parent-teacher conference with me. He takes me to Hertha. Dinner, always silence, always tense. As soon as I'm in my room, you scream at each other. Yes, something has changed. No, love, I think it is about to end. Mom, when are you separating? So obviously the breakup of parents, child watching, listening, feeling, not understanding, of course. First of all, they're not an adult, but also they're only getting bits of the information. They're only hearing through the walls of the doorways, the screaming. And yeah, yes, love has been so far away from you for so long. The more you scream, the further I am from you. If you love me, Mom, then you'll separate. Yes, then you separate. Mom, when are you separating? Yes, love has been so far away from you for so long. Okay, I'm just skipping some of the ones I've already read. You argue, he goes to the door, he leaves us the silence here. You know we have to get out of here. Don't tell me you can't, you can do it, that it's over. Every child can see that. And it was different. I remember it. Now I feel betrayed. You hold his hand again. So he wants, in the song, Mom to separate, to leave, to go, to not keep going back to this father or man. I don't want you to try, not that you do it for me. So I don't want to be the excuse that you keep going through this pain of getting back together and breaking up and screaming at one another. It's very painful on the children. Um, no, this won't be good anymore. Mom, when are you separating? Yes, love has been so far away. If you love me, then you'll break up. Yes, and you say, my child, it is not so easy when he is gone. Then we'll both be completely alone. Maybe I won't be able to do it. I say, we both have each other. Mom, isn't that enough? And then I don't want to cry. Why doesn't Daddy ever cry? So yes, certainly a lot going on there from I think the child's point of view. Mom, when are you separating? The more you scream, the further I am from you. If you love me, then break up. So wanting this turmoil to end and to get his mother away. It varies, of course, from family to family, person to person, but often sons want to protect their mother to some extent. I'm not going to go into all the psychological Freudian stuff or whatever, um, I think they often do, and it depends. But if the father is being kind of cold and uh, difficult, let's say, then definitely they want to protect mom. Maybe you should get away from him. But again, as I say, sometimes children don't have a full picture of what's going on or a full understanding. And sometimes mom gets blamed or dad gets blamed wholly by the child, where usually it's a mix. It usually takes two to tango. And because he hasn't seen father cry doesn't mean his father hasn't cried. And also people have different ways of showing emotion, right? So it can become more complicated, but for the child, it's obviously traumatic, emotional, uh, breakup you want to happen. In this case he wants it. He recognizes that it's basically over anyway, that there isn't real love there, again, at least from his point of view. And so why don't you separate? When are you separating? Very, very heartfelt, painful, but yet beautiful song. Often beautiful art comes from pain. It doesn't have to. You don't. Yeah, I don't want people going out there and drinking themselves to death, or taking up the drug habit because they think some artists were drug addicts or alcoholics. I worked in a place where there was a lot of artists and a lot of pseudo artists, people who either thought they were or wanted to be. And so, because some famous artists in the world have, like I say, drank themselves silly, or got all coked up or whatever, they thought, okay, if I do the drugs or if I do the alcohol, then I'll become a famous artist. No, that's not how it works. It doesn't work. That doesn't make you become one. But some art does come from pain for sure, but some comes from joy as well. I thought it was amazing. If you did too, give it a thumbs up. Of course, you can tell me in the comments, what do you think of this particular song? What do you think of Jassin in general, and or anyone else? Check in the description for a link to his channel, so you can definitely go there and support the artist by hitting the subscribe button. Doesn't cost anything, doesn't hurt at all. Check out everything else on his channel too. Also a link in the description to my playlist for Jassin if you want to check out the other reactions I've done. I'm sure I'll be adding more. He's a very, very young guy. I think he's only about 21 or 22, something like that. So I'm sure we're going to get lots more from him. And also in the description, a way to make sure that you get your request. I think that's it. Have a beautiful day. I hope everything is going well for you in your relationships and your life. Enjoy as much as you possibly can, because this is the one we have. It is Ron from RJJ's Reactions. Until next time, bye bye for now.